really get really irritated by people who say, this is just who I am, you need to deal with it. Well, personality and character, it's a bit like an iceberg. So you've got the personality over the top, which is considered behavior. So this is things that we're aware of that we choose to do. And then you've got character, which is the bit underneath the waterline, which is the person that we are, which is based up of our lived experiences. So if you have somebody who, like me, was subject to a lot of abuse and violence as a child growing up, you have, as a character, you are more likely to be comfortable in conflict environments. You're more likely to have a stressful job. You're more likely to be more action orientated as a person. So when you're around somebody who is a lot more supportive, a lot more nurturing, has a lot more feminine energy, like nurturing, mothering energy, you know, everything's always about the other person. Those people are going to put themselves last. You know, you're going to get a difference between the personality types, but it's not the personality at all. It's a difference between the character types. Now, we all have people in our lives that we cannot stand. They drive us absolutely bonkers, absolutely insane, and we just can't wait to get rid of them. When you work with someone like that, or when you spend a significant amount of time with someone like that, it could be that there's two families that have come together and there's a selection of kids now all living in the same house with different lived experiences. You're going to have different character types. Being able to align with a character type is merely a tolerance exercise. And I use the word tolerance specifically because we can't change a character. It's finding ways of being able to work with them rather than resist against them. So you tolerate. I'm not talking about tolerating behavior. I'm talking about tolerating character traits. Does somebody lie? Do they have a tell? Is a character trait that they always put themselves first? Could be because they were never put first themselves, so that they always feel the need to put themselves first. And if you're aware of that and you can see that, then you have that ability of playing with that character type. And you can structure ways of how you respond to that person, that individual, or selection of individuals by looking at how you respond to them. So brilliant examples would be, okay, great. So now that you've got yourself sorted, who else can you help? Introducing the concept of thinking about someone else and someone else's feelings to someone who's not used to doing that is a great way of being able to draw a character trait into a personality trait by making it a conscious decision. They are aware of something that they need to do. And we see it with like young kids, busy mom trying to do a lot, or busy parent trying to do a lot, and there's a kid going, mummy, 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 look at this, look at this, look at this, look how awesome I am, have you seen this, have you seen this? The personality trait is, you know, it's got a lot of energy, you know, their character type is that they're looking for attention. And the way that you interact with that personality type, that character type, is to give that attention to them. Now it's, oh, you know, well done, good picture, standard response. The next level up is to actually do something and say something to make that child think, or make that person think, become aware of their actions and why and how that they're doing it. So, mummy, 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 look at my awesome picture. Look, 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 look. Oh, that's fantastic, darling. Well done. What did you draw? Tell me about it. Get the child thinking, or get the person thinking about what it is that they drew and why it was important that they drew that. Oh, I drew a house with mummy and daddy and the baby in mummy's tummy. You know, this is where we're going to live. This is where our life's going to be like. Wow, that's amazing. Well done, darling. Good effort. The second we start interacting with people's character types, the stuff that happens beneath the surface, and brings it above, we start helping that person become aware of their character traits so that they can considerately action and address anything that's counterproductive. People who think for themselves, people who act without thinking, people who think too much about other people, irrespective of where you sit on a personality style, personality trait. The second we start manipulating and demonstrating that we're beneath the waterline and bring them above the waterline, we then start to have a positive impact on their life. So then those people that we can't stand to work with, we get to see them for what they really are. Now, being able to step into the power and being able to do this is nice, it's great, it's fun. Can everyone do it? No. It's awareness. It's awareness of yourself. So to become more aware of yourself and your own personality traits, do a personality test. I'm going to pop a couple of links of ones that I use with my clients so that I can be and interact with them the way that they need me to. Because every personality type will respond differently to different personality types. I'm quite a red person. So when you do the color example below, you'll see what I mean by that. I'm much more action orientated, do and then plan later. I'm very, I wouldn't say impulsive, but I like to be very quick after the gun fires. That wouldn't work for someone who's very nurturing. So I adjust my styles, my techniques, my personality, because I'm mindful of my character, to align more closely with someone who's blue or green. I've been doing this for a while. This is what I do. And it's practice. Everything is practice. The 3 steps, the 3 mediums that I talk through quite regularly, you've got the patience, because you are going to get it wrong. You've then got your compassion, because you need to be able to forgive yourself, because being perfect every time doesn't mean that you've achieved your goals. It means that you've set goals that were too easy. The whole idea is that you're supposed to not pass at the first attempt. And then the last one is practice. We need to practice these traits and behaviors so that we become more mindful of our character. And when we see it coming up, we can then address it within our personality types so that we can interact with people. Now, when you become more fluent with personality types and become more mindful of your personality type, every single time you meet somebody that you cannot stand to work with, they drive you absolutely up the wall, bonkers, insane, you can flip into their character, see what's going on, and then pop it up above. And when you do that more consistently, you become stronger, faster, you have more awareness, and you actually start finding that you don't have any people that you can't bear to work with anymore. It's not that you're easier to get along with, it's that those traits, those behaviors now no longer bother you or irritate you because you've asked the right questions, you've nudged those people in the right way to be able to make a difference. So check out the links, and if you have any questions, drop me a line. I am always here to help.